My name is Dr. Stella Smith, Director of Research, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology Department, as well as the convener of the First NIMR Humboldt Kolleg. Well, the conference has a theme from basic sciences to translational research, the journey so far in Nigeria. Actually, the idea of the conference started at the fact that most of the researches we do in Nigeria are basic sciences, and most of them eventually end up in the lab. After the lab, nothing else. And that was why I thought about looking at translational research, which we are talking of from bench to bedside. That is, how can your lab work affect human health, or help in assisting in diagnosis, as well as in informing policy in the government establishment. The conference is taking place from the 15th of October. 15th is actually the arrival date, while 19th is departure date. So it's actually a 3-day conference, 16th to 18th. The 16th is the opening day ceremony. Yeah, the Humboldt College Foundation actually is founded on 3 main things: mentorship, collaboration, and networking. So the Humboldt Foundation, basically not Humboldt College Foundation, the Humboldt Foundation, or what you call the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation, is founded on these 3 things that I've mentioned. But the Humboldt College is a college by Humboldtians and for Humboldtians, and their regional and expert conference that kind of forms a kind of link between Humboldtians and the junior researchers, because we want to see how the junior researchers can tap into the wealth of knowledge of Humboldtians who have already reached, either they reached the peak in their career or their middle career professionals. So for you to be a Humboldtian, you should have a PhD. That's the beginning of the opportunity for you to be able to apply for a Humboldt Fellowship. Now, the PhD, you have what you call the early career scientist, you have the middle career, and then you have the late career. The early career are those that have just finished a PhD, so you can always apply for a Humboldt Fellowship. And so the Humboldt Foundation programs are tied around people applying for the Humboldt Fellowship, as well as trying to have stays in Germany. So in essence, for you to apply for Humboldt Fellowship, you must have a German host. And for me, when I went for the Humboldt Fellowship in 1999, I did not have a single knowledge of Deutsch language, that is German language. But I was given the opportunity to learn Deutsch language in Goethe Institute, which is one of the best Deutsch institutes in the world, not just in Germany, but in the world. So from there, I was able to learn their language, even with their own accent. So you have opportunity to learn the Deutsch language for either 2 months or 4 months, depending on what you want to do. Well, the Humboldt College, let's call it Humboldt College because we are talking of a German thing. So the Humboldt College is actually held thrice a year in each country. So for this Humboldt College that I'm hosting in October, I actually applied in February 2018. So it is a highly competitive application, because a lot of people are trying to apply and trying to be part of it, to key in to be part of it, because you want to reach out to the junior researchers, you want to build capacity, you want to improve them in their area of research. And one thing with the Humboldt College is that it is not limited to scientists. So somebody that has a PhD in English can apply. Somebody who has a PhD in French can also apply. So all areas, both humanities, natural sciences, and earth sciences, can always apply for the Humboldt Fellowship, so that you have. Well, the foundation aims to achieve the networking, mentorship, and collaboration between Humboldtians and other researchers, as well as what you call the junior researchers. The junior researchers are those that don't have a PhD. that are clamoring to attend the conference. For example, I had a call for abstracts, and within 3.5 weeks that the call was on, I have over 120 abstracts, because people know what the benefit from the Humboldt colleges. I'll give you a typical example. About up to 2017, about 55 Humboldtians are Nobel laureates, and you know, you never can say who will be a Nobel laureate tomorrow. I want to give a quote by Albert Gheorghi. He was the 1937 Nobel laureate in physics and in physiology and medicine. He said, discovery is seeing what everybody is seeing and thinking what nobody has thought. So that conference is an avenue where people who have been seeing what everybody is seeing could have ideas that nobody has thought about. So you never can say such Humboldt colleges, you could get people that could eventually in the future be Nobel Prize winners. And so that's one of the things that the Humboldt Foundation hopes to achieve from such Humboldt colleges. Well, when I was talking about the Humboldt College, I said it is by Humboldtians for Humboldtians. So, for example, the conference will not hold without Humboldtians. So certainly we expect to see the Humboldtians. And all the Humboldtians that are coming are professors. Some of them were former vice chancellors. So it's going to be a high profile conference where you see a lot of professors coming in to, you know, disseminate their knowledge to the junior ones. So apart from the Humboldtians, we expect to see other PhD holders that are professors in their own right. For example, my invited speakers, I have some VCs of universities that are already professors. They're also coming for that day. I have the Commissioner of Health, Lagos State, who is one of the keynote speakers. And I have some other Humboldtians that are also plenary speakers for the conference. In addition, I have people that have just finished their master's degree and they want to, you know, move further to do a PhD. So they want to know what it takes to be a Humboldtian and what it takes to do a good PhD and do it very well. So we have people like that we expect to meet at the conference. Probably should look at a conference that is going to, you know, look at various needs in the nation as a whole, because it's not only people in the medical field that are coming. We have agri scientists also coming. We have food scientists also coming. So it is a myriad of people with various professionals that are coming for the conference. So the public should look at a holistic conference where a lot of needs or a lot of gaps that we find in the country could be met in resolving and, you know, improving health policy.
Thank you very much.